and welcome to your Master Your Maths tutorial for Wednesday the 10th of February. For number 1, you're changing 3/5 into a percentage. To do this, you want your denominator to be 100 to kind of easily see what the top number will be. For example, have I got one of these open? I do. For example, if my fraction was 4 over, 2 over 4, we'll say. I know that to make 4 100, I have to multiply it by 25. So I multiply 4 by 25 to get my bottom number. So 4 by 25 equals 100. So then my bottom fraction will be 100. So then I have my denominator becomes 100. So then I have to also multiply the top by 25 because I did it at the bottom. So 2 by 25 is equal to 50. So that top numerator becomes 50. Now my fraction is out of 100, which is the same meaning as percent out of 100. So I just take whatever the numerator is now because it's over 100, and that becomes my percentage, 50%. So you have to see, how does 5 become 100? What do you have to multiply it by, and multiply the top by the same amount to create your percentage. Number 2, they've no brackets here, but the word BOMDAS, remember brackets, if there's brackets, do whatever's in them first. Then if the word of is in the sum, then multiplication, which we've none so far. We've no brackets, we've no of, no multiplication. So the next letter is D for division. There is a division part of this sum, so that's what we do firstly. Then we do our addition next. Here, filling in the missing number on the number line, and the number line goes past 100 down into the negative integers, like temperatures. You hear of these always on the weather. Adding these two amounts, dividing this by 4, increasing by 25%. I've seen a few of you unsure with these. So, for example, if I come out and just take the same number, let's say 240, and I want to increase 240, which is, I know, the same as the sum, but increase 240 by I'm trying to think, by 3/8, or by sorry, no, I'm just trying to think of something that would let's say by 60%. Right, we're going to increase it by 60%. The first thing I do is I take my 60% and I think, what is that as a fraction? Well, it's definitely 60 over 100, which simplifies down. I can take off my zeros, but it simplifies down to, we'll say, 6 over 10, which simplifies down into 3 over 5. So it's 3/5. So now I have to find 3/5 of 240. How do I do that? I divide by the bottom, multiply by the top. So 240 divided by, and I can't remember how to do my division on this. Anyway, I'll just say divided by 240 divided by 5 is equal to, well, it goes into 24. 4 times carrier 4 is 48. And then I'm going to take the 48 and multiply it by 3, which is the top of the fraction, because I'm trying to find 3/5 of 240. So 48 multiplied by 3 equals, well, 8 by 3 is 24, so down my 4, carry my 2. 3 by 4 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. So that's the 3/5 of this amount. Now the sum, this is what we have to go back and do. The sum asks us to increase 240 by this amount. So now the last step I take is I get 240 and I add 144. That's what I have to do for the final part of the sum. So if I underline this. So then I use units. 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. Then come to the tens. 4 plus 4 is 8. And then 2 plus 1 is 3. So then there is my answer. So I changed this to a fraction and I worked it down to 3/5. I found 3/5 of 240 by dividing by the bottom and multiplying by the top. Divided by the bottom to get 48 and multiply that by I got this amount. That's not my final answer. I took that amount and I added it to the 240 because I had to increase 240. Just to go through that again, because some people are leaving those sums undone. Number 7, what's the area of a rectangle that has 7 by 6? Subtraction. A cuboid has how many faces? The faces are the flat parts, okay? Where two faces meet makes an edge, and then where all those edges meet here in the corner, you could say is a vertex, and then vertice is plural. Finding 3/10 of this, 0.3 of this, very similar to this one, except you don't have to increase. Once you find 3/10 of it, you're finished. Here, similar to this one here actually, they multiply 20 by something to get to 100. You have to work out what that is and multiply 3 by that same number to get the top number and then the percentage. You have to put these in order starting with the largest. So change them all to fractions or all to decimal fractions or all to percentages, whatever works for you, so that you can clearly see which is the largest, because that has to start it off and then continue on. What's the value of B if a straight angle is 180 degrees? Right, this is an improper fraction, okay? Just to go back out, there's a couple of ways you can do that or think about it. It's let's take 7, let's pretend we have 7 and 3/5, okay? Is my fraction, 7 and 3/5. One way I could do is, I could think of that number 7, because everything's in fifths here. So that 7 is actually 5 over 5, 5 over 5, 5 over 5 over 5, 5 over 5, 5 over 5, 5 over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. That's what that number 7 is representing. If I put a bracket around this, it's representing that amount of fifths. Because each of those are a unit, 1 unit. So I have 1 unit, 2 full units, 3 full units, 4 full units, 5 full units, 6 full units, 7 full units. That's what that 7 is representing. But how many fifths do I have? I just add the numerators because the denominators are the same. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 5 is 20, plus 5 is 25, plus 5 is 30, plus 5 is 35. It's 35 fifths. And then I just add it to the 3 that are already there, 3/5, to give me 38 fifths in total. That's one way to work it out. Another way to think of it is just multiply the 5 by 7 to get 35, add 3. So multiplying your denominator by the whole number, 5 by 7 gives 35 plus 3. That's that one. Then down here, do your brackets first and then do the subtraction. There were 85 sticks in a box, 7 children each took 8 sticks from the box. How many stickers were left? So 7 children each took 8. So you have to work that out first and then see how many are left from this starting amount. Jim has €4, Sarah has that. You're expressing Jim's money as a fraction of Sarah's money. So just, I think people left that undone. For example, let's just take 2 other amounts. I have €10, you have €15. If I want to express my money as a fraction with your money, it literally is 10 over 15, the smaller amount over the larger amount. And simplify if you can. Distance from Keen's house to the nearest town is this. If he walked 1/4 of the way and ran the rest, how far did he walk? If he walked 1/4 of the way and ran the rest, how far did he walk? So he walked 1/4 of the way, so you're finding 1/4 of the 6 kilometres. And that is your Wednesday tutorial.